The Garden of Memories. Every summer, Amelia and her grandmother, Edith, would transform the backyard into a vibrant garden. Edith had a green thumb and an endless supply of stories about each plant she tended. Amelia, fascinated by her grandmother's knowledge and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about gardening, eagerly joined in. One summer, Edith gave Amelia a special planted young rose bush she had grown from a cutting of her own grandmother's plant. As they planted it together, Edith shared stories about her grandmother, how she'd lovingly tended to the rose bush, and how it had become a family tradition. Years passed, and Amelia grew up, leaving for college and later starting her own family. During this time, Edith's health began to decline. Despite the challenges, Amelia made it a point to visit often, continuing their gardening tradition. She found comfort in the act of planting and caring for the roses, just as Edith had taught her. One day, as Edith lay in her hospital bed, she smiled at Amelia and said, "Remember, the garden isn't just about plants. It's about the memories we grow with them." Amelia nodded, tears in her eyes, understanding that the garden had become more than just a place. It was a living testament to their shared love and bond. After Edith passed away, Amelia kept the garden flourishing, adding new plants and preserving the rose bush that had been passed down. Each bloom was a reminder of her grandmother's love and the countless summer afternoons they had spent together. The garden became a place where Amelia could feel her grandmother's presence and find solace in the memories they had created. Amelia also started a new tradition, inviting her children to the garden each spring. She would share stories about Edith and the lessons she learned from her grandmother, teaching them how to care for the plants just as Edith had taught her. The garden became a space where the family gathered for celebrations, quiet reflections, and moments of connection, ensuring that Edith's legacy of love and wisdom continued to grow with each passing year. As the years went by, the garden continued to evolve. Amelia planted new types of flowers and vegetables, each one accompanied by a story about the family's history. The one simple backyard had transformed into a lush, colorful haven, filled with the spirit of Edith and the generations that followed. One autumn, Amelia's daughter, now a teenager, created a small mosaic in the garden using pieces of broken pottery they had collected over the years. The mosaic depicted a rose the same type Edith had grown, surrounded by patterns representing the seasons. It was a tribute to the garden's history and to Edith's enduring influence. Amelia often sat on the garden bench, watching her children play among the plants and listening to their laughter. The garden was not only a place of beauty, but also a living legacy of family, love, and the unbreakable bond between a grandmother and her granddaughter. The garden, with its vibrant blooms and peaceful corners, stood as a testament to the cherished memories and the everlasting connection that time cannot erase.